Okay, so the domain I chose is actually dates and periods. So I would like to be able to write, to deal with dates and in a type-safe way. With periods, I would like to be able to, I have a date. If I add a period, I should have another date, and that kind of stuff. And actually, I will mostly work using Joda time, if you know that. This is a very good API in Java, pure Java, to deal with that. So because obviously the API, the Java API itself just sucks. And okay, so at the beginning will be a bit boring because we will just write some very regular Scala code. So I will begin with just. So basically, I will just wrap the Joda time data type into a Scala data type. And of course, the purist will say you have to restrict the visibility of some fields and stuff like that. Yes, I should. We'll do that later if we have time. Okay. So this is the kind of stuff I want. And I will just define a few objects to deal with at the beginning. For example, with the a new data type. So this should compare. So on the right, I'm just using SBT, and actually I'm using Emacs with the NCME environment. So I can do some very interesting stuff. For example, I have some typing, the ID or other stuff. I can inspect the types. I can do very interesting stuff. It can be useful for later. Okay, and in that case, actually the datetime when we instantiate it, you have the instantaneous timestamp for right now. So if we want to have a 2-day reference, we have to say, okay, we just say at midnight, for example. So this is actually part of Joda time, but we don't want to expose that. And so for those who are not comfortable with that, this is exactly equivalent to that. And I don't have to specify the empty parentheses if I don't have anything to give. So this should compile. Let's say I have tomorrow, which will be just that. And okay. And here I have some tests. So basically, I would like to, to verify some assertions. So for example, people should be able to compare two dates after they have defined them. So in our case, in Scala, it can be very easy to do that. So I have almost everything. Okay, so the assertion right now is just it failed because we haven't defined the comparison stuff. So just by using that, sorry.
Daytime, something that comes from Java or Scala. I don't see for the daytime class.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I'm just importing everything from the Joda time, at the first level from the Joda time library, and because I would like to use period as a name, I can just rename that in this file. But yeah, so data is actually in the underscore, and this is mine. So I don't have to override that. So just by doing that, actually, I won something, and just by using the case class, because the case class just generated the equals method for me, and it will rely on it will use actually the equal methods in the data stuff. So I'm already able to compare. I'm already able, for example, to compare. So now should go. Okay, so it doesn't compare. Bad. What does it say? So I missed something. I don't know why. Okay, we'll see later. So
you can isolate it to see whether you're getting two different todays or if it's
yeah, but they should be. I don't know why it doesn't work. Because I didn't save. Sorry.
Today's a def, right?
Sorry?
Today's a def.
Yeah, today is a def. So actually, if the purist would say, this function has side effects. So it's not really good. But anyway, yeah. So tomorrow, today won't be the same. Too bad. Yeah. So I'm not sure that normal people, when they will use a DSL, they will really have non-side effects stuff. But okay, it will be okay for today. Okay, so I would like to be able to compare them. And in Scala, actually, you just have to provide a comparison method. So you just have to say, okay, the dates are actually ordered. You just have to implement. So just stop me. You interrupt me if you have a Scala question, because I know that we have new people. So here I can compare to date because you have some. It's part of the date. And what do? We just say date compare to. Actually, we can say that. Okay. And normally for free, we have comparison, but now.
You didn't import that.
Thank you. Cool. So that. Just for what we can do now. So is it okay for everybody? So right now, actually, we are not using very fancy stuff, but people are already able to use fancy functions. They don't really know that they are functions, but they are able to write, to compare two dates that are already there. So let's give the people a way to instantiate, any date, just given the the month, the year, and the day. And we don't want to pollute our system, so we use some syntactic sugar from Scala. So let's say year, month. I don't remember the. So, for example, we can try to compare today and let's say day of next month. But
It'll be up there somewhere.
no instant converter for type. Didn't like that. Any idea? Wasn't the right stuff. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't work, so we just forget this one. I'm sorry. I don't want to spend time. We should have something like that. The problem is more with the data time API than with Scala. And the fact that I haven't tested that. Okay, that's cool. And now, actually, what I'd like to do, so this I have it. And now we would like to write that kind of stuff. So this is actually our main objective. So 1 date, and then some durations, and we should be able to compare them. So we have several problems there. Actually, the main one is I have an integer, and I have no methods on the code days on in the integer class. I have no way to extend an integer. This is final. So I need other techniques to do that, and I will also need something to store Bertails. Okay, do we need anything else? And here, nothing. So, if you were in pure Java and you want to do that kind of stuff, what you would do is actually you would just write a wrapper for an integer, and then you have the right to write a new to define a new function, a new method, and this is what we will do. Let's say int wrapper. So we just have int, and then I can define my base function, and this will give me a period. Oops, I don't have my code to do that. That's not good.